Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Unturned. I've spent the better part of a couple of, I don't know, probably a good full day cutting trees, collecting wood, doing what I can to build stuff. I've picked up a few items that helped out, including I found a chainsaw at one point. As you can see, it's very damaged. That's okay. I've done a couple of raids down. Basically, I die, respawn, and I do raids on my way back. And I've picked up some backpacks and a crossbow and a few other odds and ends. I've had a good chance to finally finish building the base of, well, the majority of the base. I got to see if I can avoid dying here, and I'll show you around. There we go. One of the problems I've been having is inventory dropped on the ground. If I log out of the game, I log back in, any inventory on the ground vanishes. I've actually had it about 3 or 4 times now, where like I'll have an entire stack of gear and stacks of stuff. So I really had to focus a lot on getting some stuff built, which is also why I'm carrying around so much stuff. I did make a couple of storage units, as you can see, and basically I've just been transferring stuff into the storage unit as I have space available. This is a trophy case so much. Not so much a storage unit, but a trophy case. This was the gun I found on, I think on the last episode, with 3 rounds of ammo in it. I shot that off. I put a scope on it. It's actually kind of funny. But you saw me build the main floor, and each floor is basically identical. I built this torch and put it on the wall. It gives me a little bit of light in here. And I built a couple of these storage crates. And I actually managed to kill a cow or 2 with the chainsaw, of all things. Take that. It makes it a little bit easier when you're carrying around gear. I also picked up a compound bow. Actually, I had a couple of these at one point, but I've got one anyway. This is a shotgun. I've got random ammunition boxes all over the place here, but there's another storage crate here, again with a rifle in it and another shotgun. And this is raw steak from the cow, and milk from the cow. Yeah, things that you get when you kill cows. Next layer up, again, it's just empty. I haven't done any actual furnishing above and beyond that in here, but I've got 3 layers up. I still need to put in more. I'm going to put a couple more torches in. And then I give myself this little parapet so I don't fall off the edge. And I still get occasional things spawning on this ladder. But there you go. That's the base. I have a couple of zombie infestations around my base here, which I want to go and investigate. I figured now's a good time as any to go and investigate one with you guys. As you know, I always need more crafting materials, crafting supplies, that kind of thing. I have 224 points of experience to throw into boosts and upgrades. But I found, as I said before, I found that if I die, it tends to completely wipe out whatever upgrades I've put down. I don't know if that was something that is a bug, or it's just an issue, or if it's just part of the gameplay. So grab that compound bolt. Well, that's okay, this will work. The great thing about these bows is you can usually one-shot most of the zombies, and more often than not you will collect your arrow back up, although it does slowly deteriorate and eventually I have to replace it. But I mean, it's helpful. You get in a little bit closer to the bad guys. And ooh, a yellow Parker. Leave that stuff there for now. The cupboards. Uncrouch. Here's bread, we'll take that. Tomato. Oh my. Apple juice, candy bar, and water. Yeah, unfortunately he didn't keep the bottles from that other stuff that he drank, which doesn't help much. So we're going to keep sneaking around this home here. See what else we can find. Now apparently you can actually fortify some of these buildings in towns and stuff. Something I'm not sure. I've been trying to learn a little bit more about this game. Not having much, not getting a lot of information anywhere actually. But I'm learning. I'm figuring stuff out. Okay, you hear cupboards resetting downstairs. Areas will reset that way. I'm going to drop some of this stuff off. That's not what I wanted to do. Drop stuff off, not pick more stuff up. I'll come back, I'll pick some of this stuff up later. I don't know if the zombies respawn as you progress or what. I've got 3 over there. bring me my arrow back. Business end of a pokey stick, dude. Okay, the guy hanging out in the store. That's just something I've been wanting to test out here. Apparently we can throw these flares. Oh, interesting. You guys just go admire this bright, shiny light. Ow, excuse me. Grr. All right, where are we? Oh, we're by the campground again. So we'll work our way back over to that town, see if we can collect our corpse, some of our gear. Okay, and now it looks like all the zombies have respawned and regenerated. That's not good. Okay. So once again, my gear is now sitting in that building down there. So we'll go grab a few things. See if we can give ourselves a bit of an advantage. Okay, we made it back to our base camp and reloaded and re-equipped. To some degree anyway. I'm now carrying a sport shot. I'm going to drop that, and I think I'm going to grab that. Yeah. I got a couple of rounds of, or a couple of ammo, clips of ammo for this thing, so that should help us out. Unfortunately, of course, as soon as you make one noise, all the zombies in the area are going to come running, which can make it a little bit more challenging. I was trying to avoid using rifles and other long-range weapons until I could actually set up an ambush for them. Ordinarily what I would do in that situation anyway is I'd set a bunch of spikes at the end of the road, for example, or find a spot where they're going to bottleneck and then go in. But I would like to get my gear back because I'd rather not lose some of that stuff that I had. So we're going to literally go in guns blazing. Alright, well, that wasn't as efficient as I'd hoped, but that's 4 zombies down. One's still hanging out over here, but I'm hoping that was most of the guys by the back side of this building. So I didn't see where they all came running out of, but $10 note, huh? Okay, pick that up. Pick that up and load up as much of our gear as we have here. Drop those. Put these on. Equip that and reload. That's something I haven't seen before. Tires and a car jack. There's all new stuff here. I mean, it's probably not all new stuff because it's all stuff from in the game, but new to me stuff. But I've actually been recording now for a while. I'm going to sneak back a little bit here. I might have to do is actually set up a place to ambush these guys. There's a lot more of them than I was kind of expecting in and around this town. Of course, I don't know how often they regenerate if you stay in the town area and I don't know if there's a way to actually secure the town to the point where you can actually get around and operate in it without any issues. I do know anything that's on the ground will despawn if it's on the ground for too long. Oh dear. I ran into one of these guys before. They're not exactly nice. Tell me I got a bandage. First aid supplies, rags, into a bandage. Inventory, bandage. Equip and use. Yeah, so that's what happened there. Okay, I'm going to say thanks all for watching, kids. I'm going to head back to my bunker here, drop off some gear, and I really got to think of a way to actually be able to deal with these guys. Unfortunately, I need to find, more than anything, I need to find a saw, a hand saw, so I can make planks. Because you can't build storage equipment without planks, and you can only craft planks with sticks, which means you have to cut down a lot of trees for a few sticks, which takes a lot longer than it would be if I just could cut down a tree, bring back a couple of loads of wood, and make planks. So that's something I'm going to keep looking for, see if I can get lucky and find one of these saws. I was hoping to take that gas station out, but I need to set up an ambush spot on there. So next episode we're going to make another attempt at this town. But I think what I'll do is I'll go and I'll build some things, and I'll put a little safe space that I can work from, and maybe I can kind of snipe out a bunch of those zombies and bad guys, and we'll have some better luck. Maybe I'll get lucky and actually find the things I need to make, get a saw or make a saw at least. So thanks all for watching, kids. Good night for now.